My blog today is about children's contact services. Contact services are agencies which provide trained staff to supervise handovers or a party's time with the children. They can be privately owned or run by community organisations. In family law proceedings, if there are allegations of risk to a child or there's a high level of conflict between the parties, the court may make an order that supervised handovers be supervised, or that a party's time with the child might be supervised. So some of these risk factors or allegations might include risk of harm to the child through physical violence, sexual abuse, neglect, maybe there's drug taking issues. Certainly one of the risk factors is where there's a high level of conflict between the parties and the children might be exposed to that conflict. Most contact service providers will require sealed orders of the court or a minute of consent order signed by both parties confirming that they agree to the supervision arrangements. So obviously that means you would likely have proceedings on foot before the family court. And then it's a matter for the parties to contact a service provider and organise their intake sessions. Following the intake sessions, provided both parties participate, supervised visits or handovers can commence. The costs of supervised visits can vary depending on the service provider. There are numerous low-cost service providers run by community organisations as well as private service providers. What you'll find, however, with the low-cost service providers is that there may be limited availability in terms of the number of visits that they can supervise, also the times that they can arrange for supervision. So, for example, you might not be able to have supervision on a Sunday afternoon. Private service providers may be more flexible in terms of the times of day and days of the week that you can actually organise visits. However, their fees are accordingly higher than a community-run organisation. In terms of the costs of the supervision, this varies from case to case. So sometimes the parties will agree or the court will make orders that the parties each pay the costs of supervision equally. In other cases, one of the parties may have to bear the costs of supervision alone, for example where one party is working and another party is a stay-at-home parent. Below, we've provided some links to several service providers so that you can see the costs involved and the services they offer. It is also important to note that the services available to you will depend upon your location. Of course, it is always important to get advice and make sure that you're aware of your rights and obligations. If you have any questions about children's contact services, please give us a call.